Hello there, people of YouTube. I'm finally back at the park. The weather is gorgeous. I just hope I won't fall down from this tree branch I'm sitting on. Smoking my bone stubby ends with quite appropriate some Sutliff Great Outdoors. Gosh, you probably can't even see the picture because of the smoking kills you label. Oh, never mind. I received it as a part of my New Year gift, as you might remember. And I've just recently opened it. I'm enjoying it very much. It's a very, for the lack of a better word, fun tobacco to smoke. So, if we want a bigger, just opinion video, put something in the comments. I'll make a separate video for it. The topic of this video actually got sparked by my wife. She was looking at all the stuff recently turning up at the apartment, and she said to me, "You've got yourself a new hobby." And I thought to myself, did I? Because for the longest time I was, and I'm still doing many hobby stuff. I'm busy with my miniatures, with my board games, with my music, going to gigs, buying albums, downloading albums, sucking at my guitar, modifying guitars, sucking at that as well, by the way. But I never thought this was a hobby. So I got on the internet, I started gathering information, just something to feed my brain. And what startled me was everything seems to be a hobby nowadays. Whatever you do, whatever your occupation, it is considered a hobby. I've seen some girls claiming, "My hobby is shopping," which is ridiculous, well, to my mind at least. So, being the obedient boy I am, I took the dictionary. The Merriam-Webster dictionary, to be precise. And I looked up the word hobby. Hobby. Hobble. Hobby. A pursuit or interest engaged in for relaxation purpose. Okay. I thought to myself, is it an activity? Sure it is. Is it relaxing? Yes. Is it a pursuit? No way. So I got thinking again, washing this idea over in my mind. Sorry, that's the snow. Because hobbies are a big thing, really. I have a huge mall nearby, and they actually have an arts and crafts department there. and I call it a hobby mall. A hobby mall. If something has a designated mall for it, your shit is going mainstream. So my thoughts on this topic are the following. First of all, we are living in a post-industrial world. Information is everything. Very easy to obtain, very easy to utilize, very easy to find like-minded people. So whatever your desire, taste, or weird fetish is, there's probably a group of like-minded people around. I mean, we are living in a world where not one, not two, but several companies specialize in producing prop lightsabers for Star Wars fans, and this stuff is pretty awesome, high-tech, and not exactly cheap, which brings me to my second point. Whatever your taste, desire, or weird fetish is, chances are someone somewhere is making money on this. Just go on Etsy, see what people are selling. There's some ridiculously specialized and somewhat expensive stuff. I don't mind that, please. I like my ridiculous stuff as much as the next guy. I actually like looking weird stuff on Etsy. What I don't like is being manipulated into spending more money. There's a huge market for forcing people to spend more money. People are making, well, the marketing departments, the sales departments, people are actually making a living making other people buy stuff. So, in relation to pipe smoking, I can see two main, for the lack of a better word, strategies. First up, I'm having a brain fart. Sorry. Must be the fresh air. Damn it. So first up, no DIY shit. See, hobbies used to be very much about doing something yourself, out of rough and ready materials lying around. Not so much this nowadays. Everything has to be specialized, labeled, and overpriced accordingly. We don't have much of these in the pipe world, but related to guitars and miniatures and modeling, I cannot even begin to describe how many hours I've spent on the internet and with young people just starting out saying, no, please, this deluxe specialized screwdriver for a guitar is just as good or bad for adjusting, I don't know, the truss rod, the neck or something, as just a regular guitar bought at, a general convenience store. Or this premium, high quality modeling drill is in fact a piece of Chinese garbage. Go buy a fucking Dremel. So that's the first, specialization and labeling something as hobby related. And the second point is that's just a great strategy, making people buy the same stuff over and over and over again. We have a lot of this going on in the pipe community, in the pipe industry, because all the special editions, Christmas specials, small elite runs, certificates of authenticity, it all goes down to making a customer buy the same pipe twice, either because it's labeled differently, it's colored differently, etc., etc., etc. Some smaller companies, Dugner Pipes, are actually making their whole stock consist of limited runs. So either you buy now or you miss out. And that ties in with another thing, very much relevant to the pipe smoking community. Collecting. Let me tell you something about collecting. A collector is a prime target for any commercial enterprise, because collecting is acquiring new stuff, which is great for the person's self-esteem. You get a shiny new thing, you're all excited, appropriate hormones are injected into your brain or by your brain. But let's not confuse collecting with buying. These are different things. A person who is collecting old dunghills, paying huge money for it, that's a collector. A guy going through pawn shops, buying old pipes and restoring them, he's a collector in a way. A guy buying Peterson limited edition pipes, maybe, I don't know. Myself, for example, I do not have a pipe collection, although I call it such. I don't have a pipe collection, I have a pipe hoard. Just a bunch of pipes. No theme. And no journey in acquiring them. There's no development, no pursuit. So if some guy is saying pipe smoking is my hobby, and all he does, in fact, is browsing the web stores and clicking the checkout button now and again, I've got bad news for the guy. You're not a collector, you're a consumer. You're a very pleasing target audience for the people selling the stuff, but you're moving nowhere. So, if I may be allowed to preach somewhat at the end of this video, I'd say, don't sit on your ass. If you're smoking a pipe, do something else. Just learn new stuff. Refurbish an old pipe. Carve yourself a pipe. Write reviews, or better yet, film reviews. Get on the forums. Don't just consume the stuff mindlessly. Make it a journey, and your experience will be much more rewarding, to my opinion at least. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna finish my pipe and go order myself a Dagner pipe. Sorry, I cannot help it. I thank you very much for dropping by and looking through this rant. If there's still someone watching, thank you very much. I'll get back to you real soon with some more videos from this gorgeous place. Until then, that was very nice ranting in front of you. See you soon.